Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to rebuild an atomizer coil that you purchased at the store. If you're like me, you know they're about $5-6 a piece, and they're really not worth it. Really simple to do. All you need to do is start right here on this end, pop that off, and inside you should see it like that. This is the insulator. It keeps the positive and negative from touching. Take that off. Don't lose any of these pieces, of course. Have a tray if you need to. Then what you should see is 2 pieces of wire. Really hard to see since I'm using my front camera. There should be 2 pieces of wire in there bent over. Anyway, squish them together and push forward. Maybe have a little pokey pen thing. And then this should fall out. Now there's another piece of cotton in here. Oops. But that one, it's more of a pain in the ass to do. Doable, but not worth it. What you want to do is just go get some hot water, maybe some Dawn dish soap, doesn't matter as long as you get it cleaned out really good afterwards. So you just wash that out, blow it out, make sure it gets nice and dry. Then you just have a nice hollow shell, which is all you really need. Next, you can do 2 things with these. First, you want to pull the wire up that's holding the cotton. Unravel it. It should look something like that. Now, if your wire is not that bad, all you really need to do is take a lighter and heat this up, clean it off, brush it off, and it should be good to go. But a lot of these coils also use 2 different types of wire with a thinning wire in between, and they're really brittle after a while. So if you can't use it, remake it. I would suggest going over 5 loops in all, but really easy to remake. So what I'm going to do, since this one's pretty much new and just for demonstration purposes, is I'm just going to recoil this, put it in, and show you how to do that, because a lot of people have problems with this. Alright, so first we're going to need to cut a piece of cotton for that. This here. Alright, so now I got this cotton. It's Japanese organic. Anywho, too thick by itself to be used. So what I want to do is pull half of this apart, something like this. And you want to stay the same width as the coil, so I'd say about right here. It should look something like that. Now what you want to do, if you have a hard side on your cotton, is you want to put that towards the coil. You want it to absorb through the loose stuff and stay on the hard stuff. That doesn't burn as easy. And what you want to do is make a rotation or 2, depending on thickness. You'll see it better here in a second. Cut that off. When you're done, it should look something like this. Bend over your piece of wire to keep your end piece from coming up. And then try to make sure in the middle here it's hollow. The more hollow that is, the more airflow you're going to get through it, which you can adjust later on too. So now take your shell, and these only go in one way, through the hollow end up top, Now when you're doing this, keep your finger up here, push a little bit, but make sure your tabs inside are not catching, otherwise you'll mess up your coil. And then we want to tap that down a little bit until it reaches the top brim of where the other cotton starts. And then you should have these two pieces of wire, which is hard to see, but I have one here and one there. Now what you want to do is take your outside one that goes around your cotton, and that one's going to be your ground. And if you don't remember, it's really easy to tell. Just look up top and it'll show which one comes down the side. Like for instance, this one loops around, comes right here, goes down here, and you'll find it right there. So that one is my negative. You just want to kind of one second and I'll show you what I'm doing here. Okay, for this part, oh, it won't focus in. Well, anyway, bend the wire over into the tab. Keep your middle one separate. Then take your insulator and push that ground one that you just put up against the metal and put the insulator on. And then there's that little piece of metal right there. Make sure that it's not protruding at all, because when you twist this in, it'll mess it up. So nail clipper normally works. Just get as close as you can to the insulator without making it go off. And you have that other piece of wire hanging right there. That one's really easy, but now you just want to take that and bend it over the insulator on the opposite side or away from the other one. And then put your pin back in. And right there is a new coil ready to go. It's that simple, as long as you keep the wires separate, the insulator in the way I showed you. You will have no problems with that. When you're adding your juice to this, make sure you put juice around the cotton. You juice in here, you heat it up, juice some more, and then take it and blow it out. And it should be ready to go. It'd be primed. Thanks for watching. It's that easy.